Hello everyone, my name is Kirill. I'm from Russia, from Moscow. On this channel, I want to tell you about the Russian language, culture, history, habits, and lifestyle of Russians, and much more. My special interest lies in comparing the culture of English-speaking countries, primarily the United States and Russia, but mostly I will talk about the Russian language. One of my main goals is to master English to a level close to a native speaker. I would really like to read books, watch films, listen podcasts, write and talk in English without using a translator. I'm striving to improve my language skills, which are currently at an average level. I would say now it is B1, and I believe that my video will contribute to this improvement. Actually, this is my first video in English. I'm not a professional translator, and I admit that there may be mistakes for which I apologize in advance. So let's start with the topic, that is the title of video. At first I would like to start how Russians greet each other. There are two options, formal communication, official style, and informal communication. The word "здравствуйте", this is the main greeting in Russia. In English it can be translated as hello. The word is considered an official style. It is used in conversation with people unfamiliar to you, at a business meeting, at work, with older people, with people to whom you want to show respect. The advantage of this expression that is permissible to use it any time of the day, and it is equally used both in written speech and conversational speech. Sometimes people use the abbreviated version of this word called "здрасте". It's not a literally norm, and it will be incorrectly used on the letter, but in conversational speech this option is used quite often. But in some situation it may sound too familiarly, especially when you at official business meeting. It can even be seen as neglect or frivolity towards the interlocutor. Therefore, it is preferable to use the word "здравствуйте". After this word, people sometimes use the phrase "рад вас видеть". In English, it can be translated as "nice to see you" or "glad to see you". So you can say "здравствуйте, рад вас видеть". Also, one of the options for official greeting is the word "приветствую" or "добро пожаловать". It can be translated as greeting or welcome. This option is used when you are assessing to a group of people at the conference, to the public. For example, you can say "приветствую вас, дорогие друзья" or "добро пожаловать, дамы и господа". Frequently, people use phrases depending on the time of the day. In fact, in English for you, good morning in Russian sound like доброе утро. Good afternoon, это добрый день. Often this expression is used as simply as a greeting. Good evening, это добрый вечер. And good night, это доброй ночи. This expression is used more likely as wishes for bedtime. And such options are often used in correspondence, and they're natural. They are suitable both formal and informal communication. The main informal greeting is the word "привет". In English can be translated as hi or hey. It is perfect for use in an informal setting, with dialogue with friends, with peers, and it is equally used both in a written speech and conversational speech. Actually, this is the most common word of greeting in Russia. And secondly, one of the common options for informal greeting is the word "здорово". And it can be translated as hey or howdy. It's even more informal option, and it's suitable for use with your close friends, with your bro. And this option is almost used in conversational speech, and usually men. Girls don't greet each other in that way. Also, I would like to tell you about some unusual ways of greeting in Russia. The phrase "здравия желаю". It can be translated, difficult to translate literally, but it means I wish you good health, or good health to you. Actually, this is the standard form of greeting within the army, from a junior to a senior in rank, and you probably don't hear this in everyday life, maybe only among ex-military men. And the second phrase, it sounds like "мир вашему дому", can be translated as "peace to your home", and this expression comes from the Christian tradition, and actually this it's appropriate to say when you enter someone's houses. And actually, this really old phrase, and you probably almost never hear it in Russia nowadays. Let's summarize it. Basic formal greetings. Здравствуйте, рад вас видеть, приветствую, добро пожаловать. Suitable for both styles. Доброе утро, добрый день, добрый вечер, доброй ночи. And basic informal greetings. Привет, здорово. So we covered the main basic greetings in Russia. Of course, this is an exhaustive list of ways to greet someone. You can use a variety of other combinations, slang terms, and diminutive forms. Additionally, there are over 150 different nationalities living in Russia with their own languages and greetings, which you can also hear in Russia. I would also like to point out that we only focused on the initial greeting when you meet someone and didn't consider it the start of the conversation. Such question as "How are you?" or "What's up?" "What's new?" And I think that's important to mention that in Russia speaking culture, if you don't intend to continue a lengthy conversation, it is not customary to ask "How are you?" It wouldn't be a mistake; it's just unusual, and it may even be seen as intrusive in some cases or desire to make an acquaintance with the people because as far as I'm aware, in English-speaking culture, it is customary to greet people, for example, seller, janitors, or civil servant, with a simple phrase such as "Hello, how are you?" But in Russia, it's enough to say just "Здравствуйте." Of course, if you're not planning to communicate for an extended period of time and get to know the person better. So I hope you found this information interesting. If you'd like to learn more, please subscribe to my channel and leave your comments. I love to hear your feedback and criticism. And see you again soon.